Xbox gaming for life. Hello everybody, and thank you for joining us today for the RDF1WC 2017. That's the Roonstoo's Formula 1 World Championship, and we're at round 9, and it's in Austria, Spielberg. We're going over to qualifying here now, and there Sir Valtteri Bottas talking to his engineers in the grid, trying to sort out those last minute tweaks on the setup before he gets out. He's currently leading the championship. He's on 150 points. And there's Roman Grosjean's car as his engineers are working on it before qualifying, trying to get as much out of the house as they can. And there's Fernando Alonso talking to his race engineer about, the same thing that Marcus Ericsson was talking about the other week. His race engineer looked a bit suspect there. And there's Danny Kvyat, studying that data. He needs to at the moment. He's not been racing as well as he could. And there's Pascal Wehrlein in the Sauber, and behind him is a name of all the drivers who've previously driven for Sauber. We're over to Dougie and Tad now for qualifying. Hello, I'm Dougie Brown, and you're joining me and myself and Tad Bennington. Hello! And we're here with the Red Bulls at the Red Bull circuit conveniently. Again, sadly, there is no footage from the Ferrari. They are having real problems with their cameras at the moment. But we hear they should be back for the next race. But we're currently on board with ToastParabola, who's got a lot to prove out here today. Yes, Dougie. He's currently not sitting as high as his partner, who you can see right in front of him there, Lethal Sniper, in the championship at the moment. But a good victory will push him forward significantly. I think he's down in 7th at the moment. And we're with Sniper here as he's coming across the line for his first lap. Has it worked pole position? That only puts him in 4th. He's 3rd behind Hamilton. He's a place behind Hamilton, and Toast right behind him there. Can only go 4th. But look at that gap. That is a thousandth of a second. A hundredth of a second. Oh, that is close. That is close. Very close, real close. And it's going to be a real quick qualifying session today. We're going to jump from A to B. Sniper here on his 2nd lap. He's going to come into the pits. He's not going to go and drop out another one yet. I think he's happy with that, is he? Maybe he just needs to do some setup changes. Red Bull really want to impress, as I said, here at the Red Bull Ring, Spielberg, Austria. 10 turns on this track. One of the least amount of corners available. And Toast coming in at the exact same time as his partner, Lethal Sniper there. Yeah, he's coming in and he's going to go, and I don't know, I think they're both going for some setup changes here. Rosaldo, we believe, is currently out on track and just coming round the 3rd sector as Toast is being pulled into the pits. As we see on the times here, we have Rosaldo probably sitting in 6th there, and 3rd and 4th are the Red Bulls. We're now on board with Valtteri Bottas, and he looks to be going really, really fast at this moment. Currently 1st in the standings with 150 points, ahead of Lethal Sniper. Sniper needs a big result today to really get Valtteri Bottas in. Anything less than a podium, and it could really cause a gap to start appearing in this championship. Toast is going back out as Valtteri Bottas sets the fastest lap. That's going to push those down even further. Sniper in 6th, Toast in 7th at this moment. Rosaldo still out there putting in some laps though, as Toast is going to get these tyres warmed up, and he's going to try and drop in a quick lap as soon as he can. And we're with Lethal Sniper in the garage here. Look at this technology. He can sit there and he can view his teammate and other drivers going around the track, and Toast currently 10th, it says, in the standings on 26 points. Excuse me for earlier. He really needs to brush up here. Oh, as he locks up the brakes there going into turn 4. Turn 3, sorry, as Rosaldo goes fastest.
Rosaldo goes fastest, and we're going back to Lethal Sniper now because he does not like the look of that, and he is coming straight out of the pits. And he's going to try and beat Rosaldo.
And he's going to have to be real quick about it, Dougie, because there's some rain on the way.
Are you sure about that there, Tad?
As sure as eggs are eggs, Dougie. And here we are with Toast here. He's up on his times. He's at 0.8 of a second up. This is looking good for him here. He's going to be coming around the penultimate corners, the last 2 corners here. So we're going around corner 9 now. He's lost the 3/10 round there. Here comes corner 10. Oh, another 2 gone there. That's not ideal for him. He's up on his time. But he's only into 4th. He can't get past Val. Oh, look at the timing. Toast is so unlucky. That was 0.02 of a second away from Valtteri Bottas there, and claiming 3rd place on the podium as he approaches Van Dorn. Sniper here, looking good. Time's looking good. He goes into 2nd behind Rosaldo. A 6/600 of a second down. 6/10, sorry, of a second down there. I'm getting my tenths and my hundredths all confused.
Hey, you better calm your pants down there, Tad. I'll take over from here. As we're with Lethal Sniper. Oh, he's gone purple through that sector. Oh, is that the time he needs in that? Oh, he's really just squeezing on Rosaldo. So not much time there, but so there must be some other sector that Rosaldo's been quite poor in, and Toast goes over the line, and now he's 1.7 seconds down on his delta. Oh, and Carlos Sainz getting kind of in the way there. They're probably getting in the way of each other as they're both out on hot laps. The stewards won't investigate that, Dougie. Toast here, only a 10th down.
He needs to improve.
Over with Sniper here.
Looking good, but it's raining now.
Oh, he appears to be half a second quicker. This is looking good. Going into the penultimate corner.
Oh, he's lost some time there because of the wet.
Oh, and there's that rain. I swear there was that rain. I just saw Tad.
Listen in, you must be right.
Yep. And as he goes across the line, Lethal Sniper only in 2nd place here. And as this rain's coming down, I don't think there's going to be any improvement. None at all.
He may have got over the line and he may be able to put in another lap, but because of the rain, it's not going to work very well. As we Toast here around the corner turn 10, it's looking good, it's looking good. He's over the line. Oh, the rain's really affected him there, and he's had to slow down on the line, and he's not going to improve on his current position of 4th. Toast will stay 4th today.
You sound sad when you're saying that, but don't be sad. That's a great positioning for Toast. It leaves him in prime position tomorrow if any mistakes are made during the race.
Yes, you're correct there, Dougie, and that's Lethal Sniper in 2nd, which leaves Rosaldo on pole. We're going to have a look at the standings now and run through those with you. So we've got Rosaldo top, Sniper, Bottas, Parabola, Hamilton, Raikkonen, Perez, Massa, Ocon, Grosjean, Hulkenberg, Magnussen and Stroll. And it's so tight at the top. There is just under 0.2 between the first 2 and just under 0.03 of a second between Valtteri and Toast. We're going to go back over to the studio to Jim, and he's going to talk you through the end of the day. Thanks.
Well, there you have it. And while Tad goes and gets ready to interview those drivers in the pen, I'd just like to say that was a really exciting qualifying. If the rain hadn't hit at the end, who knows what the result may have been. Could have swung Lethal Sniper's way. Could have swung ToastParabola's way. Rosaldo had to come in at that point as he was pushing early. But he seemed to have made the right decision and has got himself on pole. Tomorrow's race will be interesting. And it's round 9 here at Austria and Spielberg. And we hope you can join us. But before then, as I said earlier, we're over to the drivers.
Toast, due to the rain and I'm sure some traffic, you seem to be going slower nearer the end of qualifying there. Was it your team? Did they not communicate? Did they not release you correctly? How was the qualifying for you?
Yeah, I was disappointed with the first lap that we set, so I was anxious to get out and set another one. Of course, that meant I was out of sync with the rest of the field and hit some traffic when we came around to do a second lap. They would have been coming out to avoid the rain at the end of the session, which, you know, slowed down my laps as well.
Well, with that in mind, how confident are you for the race tomorrow? You need to start getting some results.
Fourth is a decent place to start from. Puts us on the inside line for the first corner. I just got to stay close and hopefully pick off the drivers when I can. And yeah, the pressure's on a little bit for sure, but none of this would be here if we couldn't handle the pressure.
Rosaldo, your first pole in a long while. How does that feel?
Well, Dad, I'm ecstatic. It's an amazing day today. I am very, very pleased to represent Mexico and be the first Mexican on pole here. I hope I can convert it to a win tomorrow.
Wow, that's the most happy I've seen you in a little while, Rosado. It's good to see you there and good to see you performing. How do you think the race will go tomorrow? It's going to be very interesting, Tad. Me and Lethal Sniper on the front row of the grid. We got a bit of history already. So the first corner, anything's possible. But I'm looking for the win. Lethal second on the grid today, just less than 2/10 off the Ferrari of Rosado. What happened out there?
Tad, as I'm sure you could see, the rain come down when I had 2 quality laps left, meaning I was only just short of Rosado's time. If I'd been on track a minute earlier, I'm pretty sure that pole's a real possibility today, but there we are, just one of those things.
What about tomorrow's race then?
Well, I may not be on pole for tomorrow's race, but I am still on the front row and I have the inside line going into turn 1, so hopefully if I can survive that, I'm sure that a podium's on the cards and who knows, maybe even a race win. That's what I'm going for.
You said you would win last week and that didn't happen. Can we take you on your word?
I've learned to not be as bold, Tad, but, you know, give me a break. It's still my first season after all.
That it is. Thank you, Lethal. Over to you in the studio, Jin. Well, again, that was the drivers, and Tad was down there with them. Some confident, some overconfident, some happy, some not. This was qualifying in round 9 in the RDWC F1 Championship 2017. Tune in tomorrow or later this evening for the race. Till next time, and as always, be excellent to one another. If you like these videos, subscribe, give me some likes, turn on your notifications. And if you didn't, thanks for stopping by.